When I first met Evan, I was actually quite an angry person. I worked a lot of hours. I was a workaholic. I would go into the office and I would spend 10 or 15 hours a day kind of hiding from the world and working nonstop around the clock. And when I would come home, I would be in such a bad mood and just a volatile person. My wife had to deal with me for years on end. My kids had to deal with me. I was never in a good mood. I had so many issues stemming all the way back from childhood to teenage and adolescence that had traveled up through my career, discontent with my career and where I had gone and what I had accomplished. I just had a myriad of anger issues that I was dealing with. One day I came home and my house was empty, my wife was gone, and the kids were gone. I knew at that point that something had to happen and that I couldn't keep on the path that I was on. A friend of mine referred me to Evan, and I thought to myself, what the F is a counselor going to do for me? I really didn't believe in counselors. I just thought they were pencil pushers with a bunch of fancy papers and degrees on their walls. Someone who hadn't been through what I had been through. I wasn't willing to open up and tell my life story to someone who hadn't been through similar situations. And as Evan began to counsel me and began to share his story and how he had a bout with cancer and was able to survive and overcome, I began to think, this is somebody I can open up to. As I began to open up and share, he was able to put my pieces back together and in a way that was tangible and where my life was able to come to reform and to reinvent myself, so to speak. And it's amazing. Today my wife is back, my kids are back. I can say that I am a much happier person all the way around, and even on my job people notice that I'm just a much different person. And in my opinion, there are two critical characteristics that a counselor must have. Their knowledge and integrity, and Evan possesses both a wealth of knowledge firsthand and academically. It's difficult to open up to somebody that isn't open and honest with you, and Evan is open and honest and content with the information and has a unique ability to analyze your situation and put your pieces back together in a way that can get you back on a path and stay on that path. And he's a very frank person. I thank Evan for what he's done in my life, and I highly recommend him.